This is an emergency, Lieutenant. Now something has to be done.
We're doing everything humanly possible, sir.
My daughter-in-law may give birth at any moment, and it's a premature child.
I understand that, Mr. Quartermain.
Well, both Monica and that baby could die. You've got to get help out there and fast. Well, if that baby's born early, it's going to need an incubator and God knows what equipment.
Sir, I'm aware of the situation. The Chief of Staff at General Hospital alerted us aerially today.
And you still haven't done anything?
When the snowplows clear the area, I'll call the hospital. They'll get an ambulance out there.
Well, can't you get more snowplows into town? I'll take care of the expense.
Get them in how? The whole area is snowed in. We can't even have them freighted in by air. Our airports are shut down. Now, sir, you'll have to give up the line. I have emergency calls coming in.
Are you sure you have the address?
Yes, I've got it written down.
Well, read it back to me. I want to make sure.
Dr. Allen Quartermain, residence, 66 Harbor View Road.
All right. Now, you better give this top priority or you're going to hear from Governor Stevens. Is that understood?
Yes, Mr. Quartermain. I've got to cut you off. I have other calls coming in.
Damn.
Patty, what are we going to do?
Well, what can we do? The city is a mass of emergencies because of that snowstorm. All the money and power in the world can't get us out of this. My grandson's going to have to wait for help just the same as everybody else. God, I'm worried sick, and there isn't anything I can do.
I'm worried too, Daddy. What about Mitch? Why doesn't he reach me? Why hasn't he called? Where could he be? Maybe he's stuck in the snow somewhere, freezing. No!
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 Oh, yes. Fine, Lassie.
To the warmth of a beautiful fire.
To the warmth of a beautiful woman.
This has been one of the most beautiful days of my life.
Beautiful night, too.
Nights, too. I want it to end.
It doesn't have to end. It's all going to depend on Monica Quartermain. Now we might as well be straight with each other. If we're going to have a long-lasting relationship, we've got to trust each other.
Of course we do. Come on, tell me what you're thinking about.
Well, Tracy's convinced that Monica's baby has probably been fathered by Rick Weber. Now, if that is the case, Tracy's going to get all that Quartermain money that's supposed to go to Nettie.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's millions. Millions, honey.
So you will play the part of the doting stepfather, then?
I will play it to the hilt. And when my marriage to Tracy breaks up, you and I are going to have all this money to live comfortably for the rest of our lives.
Will you really do that to Tracy, Mitch?
Yeah. Yeah, Tracy will have a lot of money to live on, above and beyond Nettie's trust fund. Besides, Quartermains owe me.
Owe you?
Mm-hmm. Never told you this before. The Quartermains owned the Pennsylvania coal mines where I sweated coal out of the ground as a kid. Where my father died. Where my grandfather died of black lung disease. And when I was a little kid, I made a vow whoever was responsible for their deaths was going to pay. And the Quartermains are going to pay. And we are going to be the beneficiaries, too.
Monica will remain the loser, huh?
Mm-hmm. If Rick Weber is the father. I hate to do that to that lady, but this is just too much money to ignore.
Lesley? You're not going to die. We're going to save you and the baby.
I have to say something.
Well, Monica, don't talk now. You just saved your strength. You have to help us get this baby born.
You've got to help us. You have to help us. We can't do it without you.
It's all right. It's all right.
It's
Go
okay.
with the
You're all right.
contraction.
You're doing just fine.
Hold
Don't
on to
push.
your breath.
Don't push. What?
Dear God.
She fainted?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Thank you.
I mean it, Alan. You've done one heck of a job assisting me in these emergency surgeries.
Been a long time since I've had mask and gloves on.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. The amount of time that you've been out of the operating theater, no one would know it because of the way you handle yourself.
Thank you. I'm glad I could do it.
You've been one great help to me.
I've got to tell you the truth, though. It didn't take my mind off worrying about Monica.
Oh, what would? Hey, you got two fine doctors out there with it.
Thank God they're there.
I don't know if Lesley and Gail hadn't gotten stuck in that storm. She'd have been out there alone with just the housekeeper now.
I know. But can I get her through this, Rick? I mean, according to Lesley, she's lost so much blood. My God, I don't want anything more, I think, than having my son born alive and healthy, but not at the expense of my wife. And right now, all I can think about is Monica.
If anyone can pull her through, it's Lesley.
Yes.
She's a good doctor.
I know that, Rick, but she doesn't have any equipment. She can't transfuse, Monica.
Alan, just as soon as the snowplows get through.
Oh, come on, Rick. They've been talking about those snowplows for hours, and they're still not through.
Ease up, Alan. Come on. Dana Hotchkiss phone. She's going to be there just as soon as the roads are clear. And you know Steve got hold of the lieutenant in charge of the road clearance.
Mm-hmm. And they haven't heard a word from them either.
Alan, sit down here.
I can't sit.
Yes, you can. You're going to right now. Come on. Alan, you know there's nothing you can't do if you set your mind to it. Look what you just accomplished in surgery. An emergency. You were like a rock.
I'm shaking like a leaf now.
Well, that's natural after being under fire. Alan, you're worried. You're worried about Monica and your son.
I'm sick with worry. Look, when we do get out of here, will you come with me in the ambulance?
Of course I'll be with you.
I need you there, Rick. Not only as a doctor. To think that I once accused you of making love to my wife.
Alan.
No, please, Rick. I have to say this. I know it's difficult, but please let me. I want Monica to see, I want her to feel that everything is right in every possible way. I want her to know that you and I work together here in this hospital and that we came to help her together. You see, she loves the both of us. In very different, but in very special ways.
I'll be there with you every step of the way.
It's terribly important to me, Rick. It's terribly important for Monica to know that, well, that I've changed, that I'm not the same man that I used to be. Oh, my God, maybe she's dying and all I can do is just talk about myself.
Alan, you're not. You're talking about Monica and you're concerned for her. Now, you said something about calling out again, right?
Yes, I must.
Why don't you do that? I'll go downstairs and see if the lieutenant's called about the roads being clear. We'll meet downstairs after you make your call.
Okay, fine.
All right.
Come on. She's coming around.
Gail, we've got to get our incubator set up just in case.
Yeah, I know. Why don't you get Stella? I'll stay with Monica.
I'll have more candles.
Oh, that's wonderful. Let's hope we won't need them.
And I found a flashlight.
Okay, terrific. Keep this with you just in case the lights go out again, because I have to ask you to do something for us. I want you to go downstairs and find me a box or a basket about like this. It doesn't have to be very big. It's only a 3 or 4 pound baby. Get some baby blankets if you have them. If not, tea towels, anything that's soft and has a little bit of warmth to line it with. We're going to make a homemade incubator. Now, do you have an electric heating pad in the house?
Oh, yes, she keeps it in this drawer.
Perfect. Okay. Well, that's not going to do us very good if the power goes out. I'll tell you what, keep a lot of hot water on the stove. And if you have a hot water bottle, fine. If not, get me some plastic containers, any kind, that has a top that we can keep hot water in case there's an emergency.
Well, now there's a baby mattress in the nursery. Should I put that in the box,
That
too?
would be wonderful, but you better go right now, because this baby's liable to come any minute.
Leslie.
Yes, is she coming out of it?
No, she's fighting it. Come on, Monica.
Come on, Monica. You got to wake up. Come on, you have to help us. Come on, girl. Come on. Come on, Monica. Come on, wake up. Come on. Yes, your baby. Now stay awake and help us. Come on, girl. Come on.
You gotta know.
Yes. Come on. Come on, Monica. Come on. Now, Monica, you have to stay awake. I'm going to have to hit you to wake you up. You hear me? You hear me? Come on.
Come on.
Come on,
Come
stay
on, you
awake.
have to help
Come
us.
on, stay with us, Monica. For God's sake, stay with us. Come on. Come on, girl.
Hello, Dad.
Alan, have you heard anything?
No, sir, nothing yet. I'm out of my mind with worry.
Well, so are we, son.
Did you get through to the police station?
For what good it did.
Oh, listen, Dad, they're working as hard and as fast as they can as well, I'm sure of it.
Yeah, well, that doesn't lessen the frustration, does it? I'm afraid I lost my temper.
Oh? And what happened to the man that was going to keep Tracy and me calm earlier on this evening?
Well, he joined the ranks of the nervous wrecks, I guess. I just can't take this feeling of helplessness.
I know what you mean. I'm here assisting Rick in the hospital, and all I can think of is that I can't even help my own wife.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're all just going to have to pray that Monica and the baby make it through all this.
Daddy, can I talk to him?
Here's Tracy, Alan.
Alan,
Yes, Tracy.
I just wanted to tell you that I never wanted anything like this to happen to Monica.
I know that.
And in my own way, I'm praying for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We just have to believe that Monica and the baby are going to make it, okay?
Yep. Can't give up hope. They're in very capable hands. Leslie Webb is a very fine doctor.
Alan, I don't suppose Mitch has been around or anybody at the hospital heard from him.
Well, I certainly haven't. You mean to tell me you still haven't heard anything at
Alan,
all?
I haven't heard a word from him, and I'm so worried.
We both have our worries tonight, don't we, little sister?
You bet we do. Alan, Daddy wants the phone, okay?
Okay.
I love you. Bye.
Alan, I guess you can see how quickly Tracy closes ranks when the family's in trouble. I'm speaking to both of you. I just hope this truce remains in effect when hopefully life is once again on the upbeat.
Yes, sir. And we've got to hold a positive thought for Monica and our son. And with God's help, you'll be holding your grandson that you've been praying for so long, sir.
Well, I'll call the police again and see if I can shake them up a bit.
Oh, listen, Dad, they're doing whatever they can, really. I'll tell you what I will do. I'm going to check with Rick and see if the snowplows are any closer to the house, then.
Well, please keep in touch, Alan. Let us know what's happening. Tracy and I are climbing the walls out here, wondering and worrying.
I will. And, Dad, tell Tracy thanks for caring.
I will, Alan.
Bobby.
Luke, hi. What are you doing here this time of night?
Oh, I got to talk to you.
How'd you get here on your snowshoes?
No, I didn't need them. The road between the disco and here is open. I caught a cab.
What about the rest of the city?
Well, the cab driver said it's still pretty grim. Only a few roads in the inner city are open.
Oh, going crazy. You're worrying about Monica Quartermain.
Yeah.
So, what do you want to talk to me about?
My meeting with Mr. Smith. Apparently the hospital is looking into disco operations, and the investigation's being done none other than by good old Dan Rooney.
I know, Dan told me.
He told you. You didn't tell me. Don't take this so casually. Mr. Smith is very upset.
Look, don't you tell me that Mr. Smith is very upset. Luke, there are a lot of people in this town right now who are in an awful lot of trouble. Monica Quartermain happens to be stranded someplace. Don't you tell me that Mr. Smith is very upset. Just lay off, okay?
Bobby, I'll be in the cafeteria. When you come to your senses, you take a break and come and talk to
What are
you.
you talking about, take a break? Can't you understand we have an emergency situation? Look, if you want to talk to me here, okay?
Bobby, have you heard from Lieutenant Stoddard?
No, not yet. You want me to call the station?
Yes, please, please.
know he's going to get tired of hearing from me, but it's plenty important.
Hi, Lieutenant Stoddard, please. Dr. Rick Weber from General Hospital.
Lieutenant Stoddard speaking.
This is Dr. Weber.
Yes, Doctor. I was about to call you to tell you to stand by. I had a call about the snow plows. They're about to break through out there at the Quartermain residence.
Oh, praise the Lord.
I can't let you send an ambulance out yet, though. I'll have to wait until I get the okay.
Well, how soon do you think that'll be?
Hold on a minute. The other phone is ringing.
All right.
Stoddard here. Thanks, Sergeant. Thanks. Great. Doctor?
Yes.
Well, that's the report we've been waiting for. You've got the all-clear sign.
Fantastic.
They haven't broken through to the entrance of the Quartermain estate, but they will have by the time the ambulance gets there.
Thank you. We're on our way.
Can we call for an ambulance?
Immediately.
I will get emergency.
All right. Tell him that Dr. Quartermain and I will be going along. And now, John, what do we need? Anything special that we should take?
Yeah, tell him to make certain to bring a portable incubator unit for the baby and equipment for an emergency section in case I have to perform it at the house if Monica hasn't delivered yet. And I gave all that information to him earlier so that everything be ready, but I'd like for you to double check.
I've got it.
Ellen, we're all set to go.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Nothing. Let's do it.
Bobby, please, call Tracy's apartment and tell my family the news, will you?
Emergency high. This is Miss Spencer, main floor. You have an ambulance on stand.
Daddy, what are you doing?
Trying Monica's again. Oh, the line's still dead.
I don't understand it. It's the most elegant part of the city, and every time we have a storm, that gets hit the hardest. I don't know why Ellen wants to live there.
What are you stabbing now with those darts?
Who or whatever is keeping Mitch away?
Well, surely you don't think it's another woman. Or do you think your brother's right that Mitch is involved in dirty politics?
Oh, hush! You've upset me enough for one night.
How have I upset you?
Oh, please, Daddy. You know perfectly well how you've upset me. By accusing me of only wanting Monica's baby to live so I can prove that it's not Alan's son.
Well, I've been terribly upset and under a bad strain.
I have been under a bad strain. We both have, and I don't need to feel like I've been slapped.
Well, I'd like to apologize for that. But I'd also like to thank you for the nice things you said to Alan on the phone.
I do have my moments, don't I? However rare they may be.
But very welcome, Tracy.
Oh, Mitch. Mitch?
Tracy, no, it's Bobby. Spencer at the hospital.
Oh, Bobby, I'm sorry. Hi. What is it? What's going on? Tell me.
Well, your brother asked me to call. The road is all clear to his house, and he and Rick Weber are on their way. They're going out there by ambulance, and Dr. Priest is going with them.
Oh, Bobby, that's wonderful. Daddy, the ambulance is on its way. Thank you so much for calling us. Will you keep us posted? Oh, wait. Maybe you think should we come right to the hospital right now?
No. Well, listen, why don't I call you when they arrive, because it is possible that Dr. Priest might have to take the baby by section out at the house.
Oh, I see. All right. Okay. Then call us, and we'll be waiting for your call. Thanks, Bobby. Daddy, we gotta concentrate that they make it there in time, okay? Because I don't want anything to happen to Monica or a baby, not like this.
I know you don't, Tracy. They'll be safe soon when help arrives.
Daddy, I wish I just knew that Mitch was safe.
I'm going to remember that kiss for the rest of the night. What there is left of it. Not much.
I wish you didn't have to go.
Well, the snowplows are opening the roads. I just heard it on the radio. Gotta go.
I know. Stay too much longer, Tracy. You'll never believe your story.
No way.
What is your story going to be?
My story is that you and I spent the entire blizzard wrapped up in each other's arms. Isn't it? It's a good story.
I dare you. Try it.
No, I don't know. This would be fun if she had caught us in bed together on election night. You know, I could take that approach. Now, you probably thought that I was with Susan Moore for the whole blizzard, didn't you, Tracy? Boy!
She really believes you're playing it straight now that you're married to her, doesn't she?
Well, Tracy is suspicious by nature, and I have a feeling that your name has sort of crossed her mind, yeah.
Oh. Mitch, play it cool, all right? Be careful around Tracy. We don't want to lose what we have.
And our little love nest.
And the plans we've made.
Maybe a love nest now, Susan, but we're going to have a lot more than that, believe me. I want you to go to bed tonight and dream beautiful dreams all about the beautiful life that we're going to have together.
Well, I hope that Quartermain baby gets himself born soon. It's going to be interesting to find out which man is really the father. Alan Quartermain or Rick Weber.
The street lights are on here. Let's hope you have electricity at your house.
The oxygen level's okay.
Sure it is. I only double-checked everything before we left.
I know. I'm just trying to keep my mind occupied, that's all.
If you try to relax, save your strength.
Yeah, we need you out there.
I hope to God you don't have to take the baby by section.
Now, if we do, the circumstances won't be very good, but we will have.
Yes, of course. I just pray that it won't be necessary. My God, what if Monica... John, run through the procedure again with me. With me, talk to me, will you? Get my mind off it, huh?
Sure. But now, if we have to take the baby by cesarean, the first thing I want to do is I want to give Monica a local anesthetic. As good as I possibly can.
Deep breaths, Monica. All right. Take a breath. When the pain hits, hold it. Hold it. Try and...
This is an emergency, Lieutenant. Now something has to be done.
We're doing everything humanly possible, sir.
My daughter-in-law may give birth at any moment, and it's a premature child.
I understand that, Mr. Quartermain.
Well, both Monica and that baby could die. You've got to get help out there and fast. Well, if that baby's born early, it's going to need an incubator and God knows what equipment.
Sir, I'm aware of the situation. The chief of staff at General Hospital alerted us aerially today.
And you still haven't done anything?
When the snowplows clear the area, I'll call the hospital. They'll get an ambulance out there.
Well, can't you get more snowplows into town? I'll take care of the expense.
Get them in how? The whole area's snowed in. We can't even have them freighted in by air. Our airports are shut down. Now, sir, you'll have to give up the line. I have emergency calls coming in.
Are you sure you have the address?
Yes, I've got it written down.
Well, read it back to me. I want to make sure.
Dr. Alan Quartermain, residence, 66 Harbor View Road.
All right. Now, you better give this top priority or you're going to hear from Governor Stevens. Is that understood?
Yes, Mr. Quartermain. I've got to cut you off. I have other calls coming in.
Damn.
Patty, what are we going to do?
Well, what can we do? The city is a mass of emergencies because of that snowstorm. All the money and power in the world can't get us out of this. My grandson's going to have to wait for help just the same as everybody else. God, I'm worried sick, and there isn't anything I can do.
I'm worried too, Daddy. What about Mitch? Why doesn't he reach me? Why hasn't he called? Where could he be? Maybe he's stuck in the snow somewhere, freezing. No!
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 Please. Fine, Lassie.
To the warmth of a beautiful fire.
To the warmth of a beautiful woman.